Whether it's tears falling down our cheeks or a burst of laughter, our emotions often evoke a physical response. You've probably experienced that wave of nausea before walking into a nerve-wracking interview, or a jolt of excitement before opening a Christmas present. But the quick flashes of emotion that we feel in our bodies in the spur of the moment are only a small part of how emotions impact our physical health. You may not realise it, but our emotions can affect our decision-making at the moment, which can have a knock-on effect on our physical health. But just how deeply are our mind and body connected? How much does one affect the other? Our bodies respond to our emotional health in many ways. Let's have a look at what might happen when our mental health is in poor shape. When we're feeling worried or sad, our body's pH levels begin fluctuating. This can incite a physical response such as constipation, stomach ulcers, and sometimes insomnia or high blood pressure. Being constantly unhappy or stressed can also impact our immune system, which is why we seem to get more coughs and colds around exam time, or why we take longer to shake off infections when things are busy at work. And of course, if we're feeling moody or nervous, we're more likely to skip physical activities that are good for our body, and instead, those pesky temptations become harder to ignore, so we might reach for the ice cream or an extra glass of wine. And if we're really unhappy, we've no idea what to do, we may even resort to liquor, tobacco, or other drugs, which is usually a recipe for disaster. Trying to choke back the tears takes a lot of energy, leaving you feeling drained, burdened, and even achy or sore. Anxiety causes a constant cloud of unease, fear, or worry, which makes our bodies release a steady flow of adrenaline, a chemical normally intended for quick reactions. Adrenaline generally leaves you jumpy, unable to relax, sweating, or even become frozen, unable to take action. You might have trouble sleeping, even if you're tired, and you might even need to use the toilet more frequently. Anger is another adrenaline-releasing emotion. That's why when angry, your muscles tense and your breathing speeds up. Without being expressed, adrenaline causes long-term tension. If it's not released, you could end up exploding in a rage or smaller, unpredictable outbursts. These fits of emotion can put you at a greater risk of a heart attack, so make sure to express your anger in a healthy way, which can range from writing down your emotions in a journal to hitting a punching bag at the gym. Experiencing constant anger can also restrict your breathing, which makes you prone to respiratory problems. Other emotions we should take into account are shame and guilt. These often result in a feeling of butterflies or weight in the stomach. That's not too bad, but if we keep it up for long enough, it can turn into nausea and ongoing stomach problems. It's not all bad news though. There are also long-term physical benefits associated with emotional impact too. When feeling happy, your heart rate and breathing can improve. And most important of all, it causes the brain to release more endorphins and dopamine, our happiness chemicals. Falling in love not only makes you feel relaxed and content, but surprisingly, it's also thought to boost the growth of new brain cells, which helps improve our memory. While having too much adrenaline in our body can be quite damaging, short bursts of it can actually be a good thing. A little dose of adrenaline can momentarily heighten the senses, improve breathing, boost the immune system, and null pain. This is why some people enjoy fear-provoking activities like extreme sports, haunted houses, or scary movies. The natural high produced by that quick adrenaline hit not only feels fantastic, but it can also leave you with a sense of confidence. As we have seen, emotions have a big role in our physical health. The elements we've talked about can be helpful signals that something isn't quite right with our emotional health. If we start listening to our bodies, we can start taking action to improve our mental well-being. On your next visit to the doctor, Make sure to talk about your physical symptoms and any feelings or problems you may be experiencing in your life. You might not be used to talking about these things, but it's important you do so that your doctor can take them into consideration when deciding the best course of action for you. A healthy mind promotes a healthy body. We hope you found this video enlightening and fun, but we also encourage you to continue exploring this subject. There's always more to learn and discover. So don't stop here. Please have a look at the links in the description below for more information.